Shele babo, how como this? Shele babo, shele babo, como this? Shele babo, shele babo, shele babo, where my man, where my man, where my man, where my man. Shele babo, shele babo, shele babo, easy call,
We've got a
I made a note of all the sort of famous people who and here, and I know he did come to Ladysmith in 1904, but I thought his wife was Nora Roberts, but it's got the Roberts family.
yeah.
So
We don't know.
oh, that's Nora. That's Nora.
Oh yeah.
So I put down, I made a list of all the famous people.
Where was this book located?
This book was in the town hall, Ladysmith. I helped put the little museum together. We kept it there. Then I went to look for it, and things had fallen apart. And I found it under a pile of sacks. So
people visited the town hall and signed in
that's
the
right.
visitors book.
That's right.
It says something about Eland's Lachter, the
Yeah.
anniversary of.
October the 21st
Is
was the date of the battle.
of Eland's Lachter.
Ellen's Lachter, yeah.
Okay.
Then I found
real
one
history.
of my son-in-law as a gooch. His great-grandfather was quite famous with Brunel, and I found his name here, and he said yes, his relatives. So, Rear Admiral, I had,
Durnford.
well, there's Durnford Lodge is named, I suppose, of. Oh no, Durnford.
Who was it?
Yeah, he was in
Isildwana.
the Zulu War. Yeah, that's right.
He's the one who mucked up.
Yeah. Littleton. Oh.
Wow.
People came from all over the world. These are more recent. These are very recent ones, up until the 90s, and then no longer. The book disappeared. De Klerk, King Goodwill signed the
Yeah,
book.
Zulu.
Botha, previous. Andrew Hall, Nelson Mandela. Now you see, Nelson Mandela signed the book, and here they've thrown the book under the...
Yeah, Liz saved the book from being dumped.
Oh, Watkins Pitchford was here during the siege of Ladysmith. He was a vet. Len Hutton was a cricketer.
Cricketer, yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah, he came to Australia.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh, George, 1947.
is that the king?
Princess, yeah,
Can we see that?
yeah.
Hutton, my father has a connection with Len Hutton. He was on Hutton and his cricket team were on the ship to
Really?
Australia.
And various royalty from Greece and all over the place, you know.
Oh, there she is. Look at that.
Oh, there.
She takes up a whole page. I mean, who she thinks she is, royalty or something. George. Now that's the Queen Mother, Elizabeth R.
Yes,
That's
yes.
Princess Elizabeth.
The old, yeah,
Princess Margaret.
yeah.
It's dated March the 13th,
13th, 1947. Oh, sorry, you're recording it. Yeah.
No, that's all right. Doesn't matter. My goodness, I don't think I've ever touched or seen a royal signature.
You had to come to Ladysmith.
Fantastic. Yeah, look at that, folks. Yeah.
And
As close as I'll ever get to royalty. Oh, what was that back there? Sorry. Just go over. Oops. There we go. I saw it looked like my father's handwriting. It said England
Oh, people came from all over the
Netherlands.
world. Yeah, we know.
Netherlands, there it is. Julius. And that's 1966. Haven't got any Beatles in there, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
Yeah. And then
Oh, Chinese.
Chinese.
Wow.
Yeah, look at, yeah. Oh. So the last ones were, let's sign the book.
99, it has been good to visit this historic town.
Which is during the centenary. Oh, no, this is 07.
Narendra, High Commissioner of India.
Oh, well, that's the last one.
Okay, Bhatia.
Yeah.
The Indians
But
put an end to it.
Oh, it's not the last one. Hang on. What a relief. I did a talk then. So this is the last. I'm Lieutenant Colonel something Warren, Regimental Secretary. The rifles come here when we have a... They're the last people.
Winchester.
We have a march past and a pulling the guns.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. And
I don't know.
who was the first entry? Borough. It's a borough. Who'd have thought? Bennett and Davis, stationers Durban.
Yeah.
Wow. It starts in 1901.
1901.
Yeah, right. And you said there's no Kitchener that you saw anyway.
Yeah. I think I would have. I don't.
Liz has got. Wow, eh? Nice size TV. This is an African's house. It was presented because they thought they were there to assassinate Nasser. You know who he was, don't you? He was at the Suez Crisis. That's why he wasn't popular with the Europeans. Intombi Cemetery is the last resting place of around 700 British soldiers. Sewn into blankets, these men were buried at the rate of 28 a day during the last month of the siege, February 1900. Look out for the headstones of Guthrie Smith and Dickie Gorton of the Imperial Light Horse Regiment. In her detailed diary available from the museum, Kate Driver refers to both. Gorton was severely wounded on Wagon Hill and nicknamed the human Civ. He was shot 13 times but ironically died hiccuping. I think we might have found it. It wasn't easy. I think I can see some soldiers' headstones. So stay tuned. This is a remote site. Kids over here looking after their cattle. You have to cut across this paddock to get here. The old Volkswagen. She held up okay. It's not ideal though. These kids are doing what they've always done. Our ancestors looking after the cattle. I'm going to say hello to them. What a life, eh? Sabina. Yeah, boy. This is Intombi camp where they buried all the sick and the wounded from the siege of Ladysmith. Swim. Swim, swim. Like a fish. Look at this. This is a lot of the British soldiers, they buried in blankets. Imperial Light Horse. I can guarantee you, folks, they got no choice to risk content. Let me tell you, if you want to come here, it's a hell of a place to find. JC, almost Uncle John's initials. This is a hell of a place to find. You got to follow the rail line. It's a dodgy little track. You're going to pass Zulus all along the way. Reginald Pearson. Trooper Anderson. There's times you're going to want to turn back. No one will blame you if they did. Look at this one. England, who after serving with the Natal Carbineers in the Boer War died enteric fever in the siege of Ladysmith. Intombi, March 21. The Reverend, well, he's the son of a Reverend, Hepburn Colville. A lonely place. Donald Weir Coates, oldest surviving son of Coates of East London. Died of the enteric fever during the siege. These ones haven't been reinterred and moved. These were buried here in blankets. Lieutenant Francis Oswald Barker, the Lancashire, died at Intombi camp. Now up there, I think you can see, might be over there, are the ridges of where we were the other day with Liz, and you can see the housing is now encroaching in on this area, so we don't want to linger too long. Another siege victim. Poor fella, 21, a private, Trooper Ash. I'm not border mounted rifles. I'm not seeing a lot of damage here, which is good. Meade, 24. The Devons, Trooper Hojum, once again 1900, February, just made it into the new millennium. Farrier, Hoyland, the Royal Horse Guards, fever. Intombi, get the babies. Your mum, is that your big mum next to you? Your big mum's going to give you a drink of milk. Hello. Ain't you? Look, your brother or sisters. Your brother's sneaking in the milk. You'll miss out. Go and get a drink. Murray. Lieutenant Pearson. Hodson. Prince Albert's own hussars. I suppose a lot of these were fever. You know. Fever. The Devonshire, wounds in action. Siege of Ladysmith again. A whole bunch of Zulus over there in the distance moving along the track. Fortunately, they haven't diverted my way. Little Baba, little Bubby, it's a milk sucker. She's a milk sucker, that one. She's only the puppy. Your big mum. Hey, big mum. The barbed wire hasn't been stolen from this place. Reginald Pearson, the Rifle Brigade. Some of those cows. Rifleman Plummer, Rifleman Cottis. Memory of the 2nd Battalion Rifle Brigade who died at Intombi. A lot of them, eh? And we got a whole Cuthbert Knightley and Emily during the siege. Memory of William, Captain Tupman, the King's Regiment. They didn't quite make it through to the end of the siege. The nice, the Gordon Highlanders again, quite a few of them. James, enteric fever. Uh-oh. The kids bringing in the goats. Cyril, the Lancers. Oh, look at this one. He's bringing in the goats. Imperial Light Horse. Campbell. Pierce. Light Horse. Foley. Farrier, Benson. Oh, there's the one who had initials like my uncle. So, what was that date? The Battle of Wagon Hill, 6th of January, I think. He's lasted a couple of weeks afterwards. And there's some names here from the Gordon Highlanders down the bottom there. Can you see that? Yeah. Alright, boy. It's horrible when you what's the word? When you see someone, you automatically think, oh, they're going to break into the car. The battalion of the Leicestershires who died in the service of their country, the defence of Ladysmith. It's an old plinth. Kid's just looking after his goats, but you look at him and think, oh God, is he going to break into the car? Just because he's a Zulu. You know. A rifleman, when I tell Brian I've been out here, he'll say, are you mad? All the riflemen that are here. Another nice one here. Imperial Militia Medical Corps. It looks like a woman. No, maybe not. Eustace. Probably not. Arthur William Curtis of the Field Artillery. There's that date. Trooper Claude John Maynard. The Natal Police. Harold Cecil Oak, trooper in the Imperial Light Horse. We saw the Battle of Elandslaagte. He lasted 2 months after the battle before succumbing to his wounds. Probably infection, eh? Trooper Guthrie gets a big one. Henry Corbett Gorton, Dicky. Imperial Light Horse, wounded at Ladysmith. Francis Henry Britton, Staffordshire, Intombi. George William Gray Jones, formerly of Ludlow, Salop. 1900. Tom Blake, a corps of guides. Okay. King's Regiment, died during the siege. Davies, the Carbineers, he died on the 21st of January 1900. We're going to look at the big one now. Frederick Foster. He was with Prince Albert's own Hussars. So a big military cemetery out here at Intombi Drift. Yeah, I came at it from the other side. What was going on now, I understand it was, there's a big native cemetery over there called Intombi or Konkombe, something like that. Sounds a little like Intombi, but you can come at it from that direction, way over there. But the bridge to get here was closed, so you come along the railway line, and I get into that big native ceremony, and they tell me, no, the soldiers are here. Now the other problem you're going to have, most Zulus around here, they know no more than hello, how are you? Beyond that, maybe thank you, maybe please. Beyond that, you can't ask them for directions of a cemetery. All the different regiments here, and okay. Lucky I found it. Glad I got out here. In memory of the British officers and men who died in the Intombi Camp Hospital between November 1899, March 1900. As in Adam, all will die, so also in Christ all will be made alive, says Corinthians. So that's a hell of a lot of names that died here at Intombi Hospital Camp. Okay. Okay, guys. See you soon. What? Freak if we didn't get a bit of Friday afternoon knock-off time African action. Super Spa is like a supermarket for them. Well, for anyone. But it's probably a little cheaper than the cleaner upmarket ones. It's chaotic, it's noisy, it's smelly. I hear a band playing somewhere, I hear drums, car fumes. But there's something about it, you know. Once you get comfortable with them, then they're a really fun, honest people. I was going to say simple, but I don't mean simple as in dumb. I mean, they're just not as complex as Europeans would be my generalization, you know.